Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, February 9th, 2022. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. Well, apparently there were some critters lurking in the shells I brought back from Sanibel on Sunday. It just took them a few days to begin to rot and permeate the house with a putrid smell. So guess what I spent a lot of yesterday doing? And if anybody needs any help, I am now an expert on shell cleaning and preparation. All right, let's get into today's news, shall we? Remember that vaccine incentive the state ran last year? Well, it's back for boosters this year. Yesterday, Governor Hogan announced that he will have $2 million to give away in a booster shot lottery. A cool $500,000 will be given to a winner of a draw on February 15th, and then $50,000 every Tuesday for 10 weeks, and a final draw for $1 million on May 3rd. Again, these are all on Tuesdays. Every Marylander who has received or does receive the booster shot will be entered, so if you want to play, get boosted, and sooner rather than later. Also, Governor Hogan was very clear at his press conference yesterday that he has zero interest in running for the U.S. Senate. End of that story. Last week, we told you about Anne Arundel County Executive Stuart Pittman and his measure to put campaign finance reform on the ballot. It was to set aside public money to allow people that do not have access to large bankrolls to run. I said last week that there was no way the council would give him the 5 votes needed, and predictably they did not. Pittman says this is going to take big money out of elections, but it doesn't really. It does allow other candidates without big money to run, but if someone wanted to drop big bucks or solicit big bucks, they still can. However, he is spearheading a new effort now that the council didn't vote as he had hoped they would. Does this sound familiar? He's trying to amass 10,000 signatures on a petition to put the question on the ballot. That is allowed under the county charter, so you want to stay tuned there. Now, this is not a bad piece of legislation at all, and the only reason it didn't pass is because of the animosity between the county executive and the Republicans on the council. I'll tell you, if Pittman needed 5 votes to prevent nuclear annihilation, we might as well kiss our asses goodbye. In other Pittman news, and this is very cool, back in the waning days of the Shue administration, the county received a grant from the National Park Service's Civil Rights Grants Program, and they have put together a fantastic online exhibit. It chronicles the civil rights movement right here in Anne Arundel County. There is an interactive map with oral histories and videos for 50 locations throughout the county, ball fields, stores, beaches, juke joints, more, all really very fascinating stories. You want to check it out at aacounty.org/civil rights era. And there are hyphens or dashes in between civil rights and era. Be prepared to spend some time watching the videos and learning about our history from many of the people who actually lived it. Are you in the market for an art store? Weird question, I know, but Donovan Conaway from the Capitol has the scoop. Sky Vasquez, who is the owner of Art Things, which used to be in West Annapolis and moved to Maryland Hall in May of 2020, is selling. The pandemic put a whammy on the store, and Sky returned to her previous career in finance, and now it looks like the wonderful art store will be closing for good. There are so few places that sell these supplies and have the staff to actually help you. She told the Capitol she had been approached by prospects that wanted to either make it a big box store or to simply buy the inventory, but she declined and is looking for the right buyer. The business is appraised at $100,000, and Sky told Donovan that for the right buyer, she'd take half of that. So, interested in the art store? There you go. And if you're not sure, scroll back and check out our local business spotlight we did with Sky back in November of 2019. We are rolling on the local business spotlights, but please keep the suggestions coming in. Send them to info@eyeonannapolis.net or DM me on Twitter. There is no cost to the businesses at all, and the episode will be sent to 14,000 plus subscribers of the DNB, just like you, sent to our 50,000 or so on Twitter and the 130,000 or so on Facebook. And then also, let's not forget about the 180 to 200,000 each month that read eyeonannapolis.net. I repeat, there is no cost to the businesses whatsoever. And speaking of those local business spotlights, up Saturday, October Contracting, and next week, SOFO. All right, that's it for the news, but first a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief: Solar Energy Services, the Christy Neidhart team of Northrop Realty, a Long & Foster Company, Alpha Engineering, and Rehab to Perform. Okay, so now hang tight. George Young from DCMDVA Weather is standing by with your locally forecast weather report. Seems like it might be a nice one. And because it is Wednesday, that means Beeper Buzz is here with the Music Buzz and Annapolis After Dark. All that in just a bit.
Are you an active adult or competitive athlete dealing with an injury keeping you from being at your best? Then Rehab to Perform is here to get you back to your full potential. R2P is a unique fitness-focused physical therapy company with 4 locations in Maryland. More like a training room and a personal training studio than a medical facility. R2P offers physical therapy for lower back pain, overuse injuries, post-surgery, muscle pulls, chronic pain, and more. R2P also offers rehabilitation for concussions and mild traumatic brain injuries. To learn more, visit rehabtoperform.com.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. A lot of people ask me, what will it cost me to go solar? But the bigger question you should be asking is, what will it cost me not to go solar? That's right, the status quo is costing you money. The average size system we're installing today delivers a net savings of over $41,000 over the 25-year warranted lifespan of the solar panels. That's $41,000 you might be leaving on the table by not going solar. Of course, solar is not right for every home, but the vast majority of homes can offset 50 to 100% of their current electricity usage with solar. Now that's substantial. Want to find out if you could be leaving $41,000 or more on the table? Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's are wasted.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, February 9th. Yesterday brought nicer conditions to the Annapolis region, and that trend will continue today through Saturday before winter kicks back in starting Sunday. Look for highs today around 50 degrees with slightly breezy winds and plenty of sunshine, ahead of more sunshine and mid-50s Thursday and Friday, before a very nice warm-up Saturday into the upper 50s to maybe even lower 60s in spots, ahead of a return to much colder air Sunday, with highs in the 30s and with a small but valid chance that we do see a bit of precip as well, which could potentially bring a bit of mixed precip with it, including freezing rain, sleet, and potentially a little snow. Stay tuned for updates on that potential, but until then, enjoy the much improved conditions today through Saturday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, as well as through our website at dcmdvaweather.info, and definitely download our DCMDVA Weather app on all of your devices from either the Apple or Google App Stores, so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Christy Neidhart of the Christy Neidhart team from Northrop Realty, a Long & Foster Company.
One of the most common questions we get, how do I maximize the value of my home before I sell it? It's a great question. We look at improvements like investments. What is the rate of return? For example, if we invest $5,000 in painting kitchen cabinets and installing granite, how much more will our home sell for? The answer? About $25,000 more. That's a 500% return on investment. Because of returns like this, we have started a program called Investing in You. We know cash is often tight when you're making a move, and we are here to help. We will front you up to $15,000 to invest in refreshing your home before you list it, with the agreement to be paid back once your home settles. Call us today at 410-599-1370 so we can help you maximize your home's value.
That's another moving moment from Christy Neidhart. To get in touch, call 410-295-6579 or visit kn-team.com. That's kn-team.com.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, Beeper Buzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis, and welcome to Annapolis After Dark. If you plan to celebrate Galentine's Day or Valentine's Day early, I have the music for you. Here are my music highlights for Wednesday, February 8th through Sunday, February 13th. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and Beeper Buzz, and also both websites for the full schedule and all the updates as they happen, AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeperBuzz.com. Live music for tonight. In Annapolis, Ryan Cozell will be at his normal Wednesday residency at Middleton Tavern. Daphne Ekman will be at Reynolds Tavern, a very cozy spot. Greg Viola of Mad Planet Band will be in for Larry Lay at Brian Baru up in Severna Park. Dark Horse Annapolis added live music on Wednesdays last week, and it was a hit. This week, Michael Kay of Pretty Big Deal will be there. Scribe will be at Eastport Democratic Club, known as the EDC. You must be a member, be a guest of a member, and be vaccinated to attend. Thursday night, Get to the Point, again, for Dan Haas. Aaron Hawkins of Loose Ties will be at Mothers in Arnold. Kirk Gibbons will be at Killarney House. Weekend music. Friday Happy Hour with Dana B. at Blackwall Hitch is a must. Back again on Friday night, Ray Weaver at Galway Bay on Maryland Ave. Oh No, One Night Only Band will be at Stan and Joe's. Brian Ewald and Company will be at Brian Baru. Pete Best of Peterbilt will be at Killarney House. Up at Ramillo's in Severna Park, Shift Work Entertainment returns, rocking the 60s through the 2010s. Naptown's DJ Michael Kay will be at River Bay Roadhouse in the Cape. And Greg Phillips, Strings and Things with Jonathan Waller will be at Smashing Grapes up in Gambrels. Saturday night music, Sweet Lita, featuring Tristan Gilbert on the drums, will be at the White Oak Tavern in Ellicott City. Mac and Blue will be at the Hideaway up in Odenton. Troll Tribe will be at Stan and Joe's. At Blackwall Hitch, you will find one of my personal favorites, Nikki Stacy. Mixed Business will be at Dark Horse, and Tommy McGee Band will be at Middleton Tavern. Ray Roten will also be up at Mothers in Arnold, and end the night with DJ Draco at O'Brien's. He'll also be streaming on his Twitch account. Sunday Fun Day and Galentine's Day and Super Bowl Sunday. Enjoys jazz brunch at Ram's Head Tavern with Oreo. Ben Heemstraw will be performing at Brian Baru before they close early for the Super Bowl. And brunch at Gina's Cantina will be fun with PJ and Neil. A very special Valentine's Day brunch at Red Red Wine Bar with DJ J. Crawdads. And end the night and the weekend at 49 West. The Jim Rosenthal's Old Man Mojo show has been rescheduled and will be this Sunday evening. This was just the highlights for the music coming up in our area. The complete daily listing can be found on AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeperBuzz.com. Fridays you can look at the entire weekend or pick a specific day to view. Our daily music schedule covers all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas. It is also updated to include changes. Music is back, so stay up to date by watching our socials and our websites. Know before you go with Annapolis Streaming and Beeper Buzz. See you out there.
The benefits of a good night's sleep are well documented. Sleeping well prevents weight gain, improves concentration and creativity, and boosts the immune system. So, what keeps you up at night? If you run a business, then the security of your computer network may be one of those things. Threats like ransomware and phishing are becoming increasingly sophisticated and pose a real risk to any business. Don't let these cyber threats keep you up at night. At Alpha, they've been helping their customers sleep better for over 30 years by monitoring in real time and hardening network defenses. And for those irritating IT issues that arise every day, Alpha's just a phone call away, helping your business run smoothly and helping you sleep better knowing Alpha is on guard. Give Alpha a call to see if they can ease your worries and help you get the rest you deserve. Find them at alphagetsit.com.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.